What's the deal, NBA family? Today's Saturday, October 21st. We're 3 short days away from NBA regular season basketball. So let's go ahead and get into the greatest player to ever wear number 3 in NBA history. Now, to this one, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. It came down to 2 choices. And if you clicked on this video, you already know what it is, man. It came down to Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade. Now, both are great choices. Both are no doubt going to be Hall of Famers. Both did amazing things on the court. Now, the reason I actually went with Allen Iverson is because his off-the-court impact was just tremendously more than Dwayne Wade's. Now, this is no knock on D-Wade, though. So if you're a D-Wade fan, don't click off the video. We got a lot to get into for AI, man. But another reason, though, too, is D-Wade acknowledges the fact that he wore number 3 because Allen Iverson wore it first. So we got to pay respects to our OGs, man. But let's talk a little bit more about AI, man. And in my opinion, pound for pound, he is the GOAT. He's the greatest player of all time when we talk about pound for pound. This man was a 6-foot killer. You talk about a term 6-foot killer, that's Allen Iverson, man. 6 foot, 165 pounds, soaking wet. But check these numbers out. 11-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA first team. 4-time scoring champion, 3-time steals champion, 2-time All-Star Game MVP, 1-time NBA MVP, 1997 Rookie of the Year. He wore number 3 throughout his entire career, rocked number 3, made number 3 really like the cool thing to wear, the cool thing to do, like how I just mentioned, Dwayne Wade and a lot of other players wore number 3 because of Allen Iverson. And when we talk about, when you hear the term hard over height, you got to think of AI, man. You got to think of AI because even though he was only 6 foot tall, I told y'all, the man was only 6 foot tall, 165 pounds. He had 5 seasons where he averaged 31 points per game or more in the NBA, not in some little intramural league, not overseas, no, in the NBA, in the most elite of the elite leagues. He averaged over 31 points. He had 5 seasons where he averaged over 31 points per game as a 6-foot guard. He was already undersized. AI was just, when I say hard over height, he just didn't care. He didn't care if it was Shaq in there or he didn't care if it was Muggsy Bogues in there. He was going at you and he was going to try to put you through the rim, put you in the rim. And that's what you need from your young 6-foot killers, man. Because, in my opinion, y'all, and the reason why I say pound for pound, he's my GOAT is because, in my opinion, y'all, like, if we would have gave AI Jordan's height, like 6'6", we would have gave him LeBron's body or build, being 6'7", 6'8", I think AI would easily be the greatest player of all time. So that's why I say pound for pound, AI's got to be the GOAT. And the crazy thing is, y'all, I've been talking about all this. I've been going with this, y'all, for about like 3 minutes, but we ain't even got into his off the court impact. We ain't even really talked about that yet. Like, he made a way for all of these tatted players, all these Kelly Oubres, all of these, damn near everybody in the league is now tatted, and that is because of Allen Iverson. If you go back and look at the league back in the day when Allen Iverson first came in, David Stern was running the league. He was not going for none of that. Players did not have all these sleeves. Players, if you had a tattoo, it was kind of hidden, it was kind of covered up. Now you see players, you damn near see players with face tats nowadays, and so you just got to give Allen Iverson credit because he paved the way for all these tatted players to be able to do that freely now and not get fined, not be getting in trouble, not be getting like less money in contract because now they think you a thug or this and that. AI made the way for all of that. Also, the NBA, they literally had to start enforcing a dress code because of AI. AI then, then they ended up loosening up that dress code. Now they allow players to dress however. But first, when AI was coming to the league, I'm talking, he coming into games, he accepting like MVPs. He doing MVP speeches in sweats, in baggy sweats, in some diamond earrings, some chains, and a hat. He not even really tripping, you know what I'm saying? He for the streets, he hood. And really, that's what you see in today's NBA. But they wasn't going for that back then, so they enforced the dress code and try to control him. But in a way, Allen Iverson was really just expressing himself, expressing where he comes from, expressing who he is as a person, and that's really what guys do nowadays. They express themselves through fashion. AI was the first guy to do that, so I gotta give him his credit on off the court. You tell me, have you ever seen a player be able to get braided by their moms when they on the bench? Like, AI was literally mid game on the bench getting braided by his mom. Like, that's got to be the most P and the coolest thing I ever seen, man. At the end of the day, when we talk about off the court and on the court impact, AI made basketball cool. Whether you played it or whether you just thought you played it, whether you just wanted to have the answers, because he had the answers. When the answers came out, y'all, that changed the world, man. You could wear the answers on the court, off the court. AI is just hands down, man. That's what I'm talking about. When we talk about his impact, talk about his on the court and off the court, unmatched. But y'all know I like to get into my favorite story, so let me go ahead and get into my favorite AI story, man. That's got to be from the 2001 NBA Finals, Game 1. It was Lakers versus 76ers. Allen Iverson had the ball baseline, had Tyronn Lue on him, drove right baseline, and then snatched back. Soon as he snatched back, Tyronn Lue just hit the floor. AI just rose over him, cushed the shot, ended up stepping over Tyronn Lue, which is crazy. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's my Lakers and whatnot, but the move was dope. But I ain't even really talking about the move. Most people just know about the move. But what people don't realize is that game, Allen Iverson went off. And that game, the 76ers ended up winning. It was game 1 of the NBA Finals, and that ruined the Lakers' chances of having a perfect playoffs that year. The Lakers were undefeated. They had swept every other team prior to the 76ers in that playoff series, in that 2001 playoff series. And they were three-peating. And they were about to go perfect playoff sweep. Kobe and Shaq, and I'm not talking about just in the series, just in the whole playoffs, and then boom, AI snatches one game. Now, granted, the Lakers did end up doing a gentleman's sweep and winning in 5, but still, AI, because of him and because of such an iconic moment and a great game he had, he put a stop to that, man. I know Kobe and Shaq don't like that. But there you have it, though, y'all. That is who I have for the greatest player of all time to ever wear number 3. Let me know who you got in the comment section down below. Subscribe to join the family. And damn, we are almost here NBA season, y'all. Deuces.